What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. And at the end of the day, it is always the area where we can improve, whether we want to, confront it or be truthful with it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just how the dice roll in life. Nobody has a perfect life. You know what I'm saying? So, again, big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. You guys are the reason I do this for. And even if, like I say all the time, nobody was to watch my videos, I'm still going to put my truth out there because I believe that we need to know. I believe that, you know what I'm saying, it's all in perception and what you're telling the people and what they tend to believe. And sometimes they're only trained to think one way. And that's why they setting themselves up for failure and bumping into these brick walls, man. And ain't nothing in their life changing. And I only say that because I'm speaking from experience. It took me a long time to see the different road compared to the one I was living my whole entire life. Because that road I was living my whole entire life, it gets comfortable. You start to know the ins and outs and the routes, and it satisfies your needs, and it make you feel good to where you don't even want to change. You're perfectly okay with staying over there. But in the long run, while it's you by yourself and everything ain't going right, you know what I'm saying, you're thinking of another route to take. But it's so hard to try to figure out that route that you'd rather just settle where it's comfortable at. It's time we grow. So again, thank y'all for supporting, you know what I'm saying, the channel. The topic of this video is going to be on the fact of what's going on in the world right now, especially in my city of Sacramento, California. It's a lot of things that's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? It's hot, and people are just really showing their true colors. But then, you know what I'm saying, social media is like the people of my culture. That's like our news station. You know what I'm saying? You get up-to-date information on what's going on with people. You know what I'm saying? And whether it's true or not, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just at a pivotal time where people are having a hard time making the adjustment, making the change into doing something else different. And I'm going to really just speak from my culture of people, really, when I say this. But I mean, the message overall is going to be for everyone. But this is just what I see in my culture of people, and that if you can wake up each day and slowly make a change to your thought process, or even just, you know what I'm saying, your actions every day, you can change your life. But I'm going to tell you right now, just speaking from experience, your thought process and how you think every day can keep you trapped in that same way of thinking for the rest of your life. And you won't think you're doing anything wrong. You'll think it's completely normal to you. But when you're alone, or when you're with certain people that know you, you'll have these outbursts, or, you know what I'm saying, you'll have these certain emotions that'll let a person know that you're not happy with your life for real. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Listen to me and pay attention. It's almost kind of like growing up in Sacramento. I used to call it sack of tomatoes because that's how I felt at one time in my life. I felt like Sacramento was just a place where we was all just a sack of tomatoes. Wasn't nobody doing nothing. Everybody had the same goals, you know what I'm saying, of daily life and what they see to be comfortable, like just doing the bare minimum to stay comfortable. That's it. Nobody had any plans or thoughts to achieve and get out of the box. You know what I'm saying? And when you do, at some point, have goals and dreams and are determined to get outside of the box that see fit for you, it was like everybody hated you. Nobody agreed with you. Everybody was hating. You know what I'm saying? Because you had the thought process or found out a way to break out the standard box of living. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Mozzie. To me, I don't care what nobody say. It's other successful rappers out of Sacramento, yes, but no one that really blew up mainstream like him. And at one time, everybody in Sacramento had something negative to say about this man. And it was crazy to me because it's almost like, why would you have something negative to say about somebody that actually made it out of the hood, actually made it out of the standard waking up every day doing nothing type of lifestyle, the bare minimum of just living? You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, you will be trying to get the game from him. I'm slowly starting to see a little change, but again, you also got to understand, people that really hate their life for real will undercover sneak this, but is smart enough to not show you that. You have to be smart enough to love yourself enough to know who's really real and who's not. Listen, pay attention to these Sacramento rappers, or, you know, these want to be Sacramento rappers and make it out of, you know what I'm saying, the trenches lifestyle. They have a couple videos, you know, that's treading lightly and they getting some traction. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the niggas in the background of the video. Look at their faces. You know what I'm saying? Listen, some of them is not your niggas for real. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to do whatever they can possible to try to stop you from getting ahead. You know what I'm saying? But in your mind, you could be going through the struggle at the moment and just recorded a video, but you wake up the next day, or you done recording a video, and now you go back to smoke weed or drink or whatever with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Not even realizing that behind these scenes, these niggas don't have no life goals, no motivation, no nothing for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So to see you have some type of drive towards something is low-key driving them crazy. And I say that to say, the focus is usually not in the creation process, on trying to get a person to get out of the hood. It is just a thought and something that they are interested in, but they're not taking it serious and putting their energy to it. And let me show you an example. So them niggas in your video that you waking up with every day, and y'all, you know what I'm saying, waking up every day, smoking weed, doing whatever, but have no goals, no nothing. Y'all ain't really doing nothing all day. Miserable. Life is just so horrible. That's why y'all smoke weed all day. You know what I'm saying? So you go to the studio, you drop a song down. You feel me? Them niggas is with you. You know what I'm saying? But they not rappers. They don't know what they doing with their life. They don't know where they going. You know what I'm saying? Soon as you leave there, since one of them niggas know you don't got no money, and he know where the lick is, he entices you to hit a lick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go and hit the lick, and then something happens, y'all get caught. Now all y'all go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Your whole, you know what I'm saying, rapping career goes down the drain. You know what I'm saying? It's now you're constant. Now you're sitting down and you're thinking about what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? What can you do to change your life? But 9 times out of 10, your mental focus is so strong on beating the system and beating the struggle that you're not really thinking about rapping. You know what I'm saying? And so now you have wasted time on chasing your dreams, and you're stuck in a cell where you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And of course you could go to prison or jail and write some raps and get out, but once you hit the streets and you have that freedom to be able to make your own choices, 9 times out of 10 people don't follow their dreams because they're too busy trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? But if you try to get up one day and not hang out with them niggas and go fill out a job application and try to get you a job and focus on that job every day while going to the studio on the side, I promise you, you will be more dedicated to going to work that job and getting in the studio instead of hanging out with these niggas that's not having nothing going on. And the reason why y'all clicked up together is because none of y'all got nothing going on. And this is just someone speaking from experience. You know what I'm saying? I would never on my channel speak about something that I have no experience in, because I don't know nothing about that to be able to speak on it at all. Some people make stuff up and they be talking about stuff they ain't never experienced or went through. I'm not one of them ones. I'm speaking on the truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like when a person does become successful, or they do make it out of the confines of what has been set out for people's mindsets, people become jealous instead of trying to figure out the game on how they were able to break out of the confines of, you know what I'm saying, waking up every day with no motivation, no goals. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I understand that from the day a person is born, it's all about making a name for themselves and becoming something of validation to everybody. But if you grew up in a situation where everybody was struggling, you know what I'm saying, and everybody is, you know what I'm saying, just coping with substances to try to get ahead, and you get some money, listen, don't do the money up the armpits. Don't go into the hood flossing. Don't do none of that, because I don't care what nobody say. 1 or 2 out of all 6 homeboys is not happy for you. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to figure out how the nigga that's been hanging with us all day with no goals and motivation like us all of a sudden got some money. So because I haven't found out a way, I'm going to figure out how to take your money. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart. And that could come in numerous ways. You got all the money. You feel me? You already high and lit. You buy the syrup. Don't nobody in the car got no money. So you paying for the gas. You paying for the Sprite. You paying for the syrup. You paying for the wraps. You paying for the weed. You paying for the drink. You paying for everything. They might not have directly took the money from you, but they're basically saying, oh, you got this. Provide for everybody in the car. And, you know, people take that as, you know what I'm saying, going both ways. Oh, you think you became something, don't leave your homies out. Yeah, but what people fail to realize is you can't do that for everybody, because some people is not taking it as, you know what I'm saying, looking out for us. They taking it as, now that you become something and we're still not, I'm gonna need you to have to pay for everything all the time, and then you end up losing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this game is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's shining light on Sacramento right now, and it's either people are gonna make the change and shift into a new version of themselves, or they're gonna still stay stuck doing the same thing. And listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, when you have a bunch of people that's trying to survive and they're constantly on substances all day, they don't got a lot of money, I promise you, at any motive, at any time, you know what I'm saying, you opening up the portal and the gateway when you get on these substances, because you're not a clear-minded person, and they're hungry for you know what I'm saying, success, money, whatever. They're gonna figure out a way, apply the way to take you out, especially if you think that's your friend. Listen, everybody's motives don't be the same, I promise you. And I'm just giving y'all this game because losing your life, there is no substance use, going to jail, and, you know, trying to get some money and being addicted to the struggle. All that's gone now. You know what I'm saying? Don't even matter. You can't even wake up the next day and try to fix it, because there is none of that going on. You know what I'm saying? But if people realized and understood that each day you wake up is a day to change and do something different. I used to have the mindset of, I smoked a lot of weed because I was just stuck in the mindset I was in. Especially when I'd have a job and then lose it, and then I have to go like through that 5 or 6 months with no job, and it's hard. I'm not trying to fill out applications. I'm on the block with the homies smoking weed all day. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't got no motives, no goals. And I didn't missed out on my opportunity to fill out a job application for the day, and possibly could have got a job because I let my mind overpower me. And now I'm just chilling at the homie house, smoking weed, sitting on the couch, doing nothing. And at some point, the weed and the drink and all that extra stuff you cloud your mind with is going to run out. And then you're going to be trying to figure out how to get some more. When in that period of time, instead of trying to figure out how to get some more, you can figure out a way to uplift and empower yourself. You know what I'm saying? And chase your goals and get to where you're going. You know, it's all about perception of life and how you see life. Like, what do you really want for your life? Listen, I just commented on this dude Instagram because he got a blunt in his hand, and he talking about how, oh, if you got any melanin in your skin, it's set up for, you know what I'm saying, us not to make it. If you a felon, you can't get a job by the way that you look, and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm on to what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? People are aware of the world changing, so what they're doing is they're putting the opposite on social media so that they can get the reactions in the comments and get people to, you know, pour out everything that they feel on the status, even though that's not really what they saying. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be honest and be real, and that is probably why it's gonna take a minute for my videos to catch up. But I'm gonna tell you from experience, getting out of prison and being a felon, I had that first thought of me being a felon, I'm not gonna be able to do what I want, how I want. Man, I got a job as a felon, I got a car, I got an apartment, I went to court, I got my daughter, everything worked out in my favor. And that's all because I didn't care about the felon status. Like, so what? What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? I still got to make a life for myself. And I still, you know what I'm saying, have to understand that if I want my life to change, I cannot keep going back and forth to prison. Like, I don't know why niggas think that's a badge of honor. Niggas think that's a stripe to keep going back and forth. Listen, you can't do nothing in there. You can't do nothing. You can't chase your dreams. You can't, you know, try to stop stuff from happening. You can't do nothing. You feel me? Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, I'm well aware of how, you know, the prison system operation is ran. I'm not going to get into that, but I know about it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's almost kind of like, I'm still trying to figure out what is so hard for a culture man to go out and focus his time and energy on getting a job and working it instead of waking up every day and taking a risk by smoking weed, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs, you know what I'm saying, doing all this illegal stuff that if you get caught, you can go to jail. Like, why is that more important than doing it the right way? And I believe it all comes down to status. You see your homie pull up in the newest BMW, you jealous and you want to be like him. So now you doing whatever you can to go get, you know, the newest edition BMW so you can stunt on him. That's crazy to me because you stunting on your partner. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's like a competition, but it shouldn't be. Listen, me personally, I'm going to take that Buick Regal still on 22s. I don't need that BMW. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still going to be riding and I ain't walking. And even if I couldn't afford the Buick Regal on 22s, I'll take the Honda. You feel me? It don't take me $25 to fill up my gas tank. But it take you like, what, $40, $50 to fill up your BMW? Like, it's mind over matter. And we be out here trying to show out and, you know what I'm saying, get in front of the game. You know what I'm saying? To show out for who, though? Like, why do you gotta show out for people? These people sometimes don't even be your friends for real. Because when you get in a situation where everybody may struggle at some point, where are they? You can't lean on them. You know what I'm saying? They only around because you are doing whatever is necessary to make sure you're not struggling. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's nothing wrong with being strong. Like I say all the time, life is an up, down, sideways type of game. It could go many different ways, however you see fit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not always strong in every area. In the past, I am now, though. You know what I'm saying? I figured this out like chess. But in the past, I may have needed somebody to throw me the alley-oop one time. because it was hard. But you got to think the way people think, oh, it's bad. You struggling, you should have knew the necessary steps to get your shit together. We can't help you. And sometimes that leads people into a downward spiral. And them friends that you be needing so bad, they don't come around because them was never your friends. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Sacramento is like going through a phase of everything that has been going on already, just amplified by 5. If you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? Sacramento been like this. The only thing is, you know what I'm saying, as we're elevating, it's just being to the forefront. People are getting sick and tired of being broke. So you got the nigga coming around who got some money. Now we gonna get into it with him and shoot him so he don't take me down. I'm gonna take all his money. Listen. But when the universe puts you somewhere, 9 times out of 10, you're exactly where you need to be. Until you figure out whatever lessons you need to figure out so you can pass go, collect 200. That's just how I look at life. But my life only pertains to me. I can't speak for everybody else. And I'm pretty sure it's going on like that all around the world. You know what I'm saying? But the mind state is important. And I could say, like, being raised in Sacramento, this city, I always used to say, because listen, I used to be on missions with my niggas. We used to be walking far because we didn't have no car. That was when all of us, you know, got our minds together, and we was like, look, if we trying to get somewhere, we got to figure this out together. The unity is gone now. You know what I'm saying? It's no unity. It's all every man for himself. You know what I'm saying? But back in those days, we used to walk, figure it out, get there. You know what I'm saying? And and I used to say, as we walking, like, dang, why is Sacramento so big? But it's not a type of city that seemed like it had some life. It was like a lower level city, but it's the capital of the West Coast. So why is it like this? And now all of a sudden that it's made a change, you are seeing people's true colors shine. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame how it's usually the hate and animosity is directed towards people that are just like us. So it just goes to show that it's something inside of yourself that you really dislike about yourself. Because why would you go and take the next man out for something that's related to you? That don't make no sense to me. I'm still trying to understand. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real. I'm just being real. When it comes to my culture, people, we kill each other. We consider people that we grew up with and identified with and went through struggles with as the ops as soon as they come into something. So we take them out easily. You hardly ever go see a person in my culture go take out Tucker and go take out Sam. You know what I'm saying? It's usually my culture people go take out, you know what I'm saying, DeMarcus down the street because he got some money now and he's stunting. That shit's crazy beyond me. You know what I'm saying? It's usually people of my culture, Keisha, who go fight, you feel me, Kima. Because, you feel me, that nigga that y'all messing with is sleeping with both of y'all. And that's because y'all allow it. If you stood on business and become the woman you're supposed to be, he wouldn't even be interested in Kima. But you and Kima, Keisha and Kima share the same story. And so do the nigga y'all fucking with. You know what I'm saying? So now Keisha and Kima fighting, but the nigga still fucking with both of y'all. That has got to be the stupidest shit ever in the world. And my culture, like, it's time. We need to get it together. Why be jealous and be spiteful of the next man who have, you know what I'm saying, cleared his path and thinking and figure out a way on how to elevate? And that may not even always be the case, because I'm going to tell you right now, any successful person knows that behind the scenes, it takes altering your mind and how you choose to move in life. You cannot and will not succeed and make it past the confines of basic living if your brain is operating the same way. You know what I'm saying? For instance, let me give you an example. If you know what I'm saying, you go out and, okay, let me take it back to COVID. You feel me? That was the biggest scam of the world at that point in time. Everybody had money. You know what I'm saying? Without the proper method and changes in your life that needed to be done, everybody had that money and everybody lost it. You know what I'm saying? The new cars, the chains, the outfits. In about 6 months' time, nobody had none of that shit. Gone. Now they worried about the next lick. You know what I'm saying? And it happens. It's life. I think it happened to everybody at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? I had a job, but now I'm stuck with this high ass rent. You know what I'm saying? So now I gotta pawn my jewelry because I need to pay my rent. I need to, you know, somewhere to live. That's more important to me than some, you know, some chains, some gold jewelry. Because I didn't care about the image I was portraying to people. I cared about if I had somewhere safe to sleep at night for me and my child. You know what I'm saying? But due to the confines of the way I chose to still keep thinking, it wouldn't have been long before things started not working out and I'm back at square one. Deja vu is real. Usually it's the same scenario that you encounter over and over again because you haven't figured out a way to use your mind to get out of that box. You know what I'm saying? So you encounter it over and over and over until you finally figure out it's something I'm doing in my life that's wrong. That's why I keep getting, you feel me, the same results over and over. You know what I'm saying? And listen, sometimes people may take L's and you'll never even know because they take them by themselves. They take them in the dark. You know what I'm saying? The people closest to them might know. You know what I'm saying? But they take them in the dark. But everybody take them L's. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has been conditioned to a certain way of thinking. That is why Sacramento operated the way it did. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm starting to see a little bit of light, but it's shining in cracks because some people is getting this power inside themselves and they don't know how to use it. They actually have made life harder for themselves. They going harder in all the wrong things. Not realizing you can't even pay attention because you being so focused on being the loudest in the room that somebody in that room don't like you. And you can't even pay attention to it because you so focused on being the loudest in the room. Listen, energy is real. This physical life, because you can see it, you think it's realer than the energy life, and it's not. The energy life is very real. Like you can have 5 people in your circle who really just, I don't like her for real. But she can't tell, so when she look at me, I'ma smile. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fill her up, love bomb her, tell her everything she need to feel and hear. But then when I go home, I really don't like her for real. And that type of energy towards a person can create a downfall in a situation. And I don't think people really even understand that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just be thinking stuff just be happening to just be happening. No. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it's because the people that you think are for you are not. You know what I'm saying? And it took a long time for me to realize that. You know? Attention is not love. And attachment is not a true connection. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, I used to be insecure in my life. So any type of attention I got, I used to think I was the one. Oh, that's what's up. They kicking it with me. It's good. We chilling. When low key, if they got a whole bunch of other people around, I'll be stuck in the back. They ain't paying me no never mind. You know what I'm saying? My whole life, I've always been in the back. And I was wondering why, but now in this point in my life, I kind of like it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping, but it usually be an energetic reason why your life is like that. Anything I've ever loved, you know, it has been stripped from me and taken from me at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Because when the negative energies in life, they're always here. They ain't never gonna die. You know what I'm saying? It's hell bent on making sure you stay in the same spot. You will. You will. Because you'll usually conform your way of thinking to those negative energies. And they come through the alcohol. They come through the weed. They come through the sex. You know what I'm saying? They come through the things that you would least expect. That's why you got to be careful and be very mindful of where you put your energy out to. Because low-key, people be having secret animosity. And you won't never even know if you think attention is love. You know what I'm saying? Or if your mind is not strong enough to beat your vices. People really can't stand being by themselves. They need to have a relationship. They need to have people around them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? Listen, your family is usually the cult that thinks the same. You break out the box, that's not intended how it's supposed to work. We all get along because we all think the same. I don't know what you thought, but in this day and age right now, like I said in my past videos, the veil is lifted, so them evil energies is being expressed in ways that you would have to be smart enough to know yourself to be able to see past them and understand, like, damn, I ain't never heard him say something like that before. Yeah, because they was lurking in the shadows waiting for the perfect time. You know what I'm saying? They gotta hide their teeth until it's time to launch out. You know what I'm saying? So again, this video could go a million different ways, but I just hope people start to understand that it's a pivotal, crucial time right now in the world, especially for California, but definitely for Sacramento. It's a lot going on, spirit, energy wise. I'm not just talking about the physical. You know what I'm saying? You can pretend to make that look however you want, but they lurking. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna take anybody down that they can. You know? And listen, women are not supposed to be in positions of power. Women are not supposed to think for themselves. Women are supposed to look up to men who hold the power. So if it is a woman that tends to be smarter than a man, he's gonna do anything and everything he can to try to take her down. I don't give a damn. Listen, I be by myself because I ain't got time. You feel me? And women been jealous of other women since the 18th century. You feel me? Because the men have them thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, welcome to life. You know what I'm saying? If you have the ability to see through the veil, I hope y'all could recognize that it only takes one day for you to wake up and change your course of direction of how you living. You know what I'm saying? It takes the second day after that to understand everybody's not happy for you. I don't care if you niggas got so much history behind you. You know what I'm saying? People's egos be so high they don't want to learn. They feel like they should know more than you right off the bat. Even the older people. You know what I'm saying? People don't be caring. If it's not them, it's not you. You know what I'm saying? It's not nobody. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy to me because it's sort of like people be on Facebook so amazed and shocked and hurt when they see things happening. And I be thinking to myself, like, bruh, why are y'all even amazed at the stuff that's going on? When it's really the mindset of my culture people not being happy for people that has made it out the box and willing to want to learn so we can group up and come together. It's all about it's you and not me. So now I have secret animosity towards you. And all those people that you have around you that really low-key have secret animosity towards you will stunt your growth. That's why it's best if you gotta hang out by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody you thought for you, it wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying? If you insecure, you better get up every day and take a shower, get yourself together and get yourself right, because they out there head hunting. You know what I'm saying? And it's a dangerous game and everybody's playing, and I don't trust nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I also am a firm believer that nothing in this life is worth you losing your life, because when you are gone, there is nothing that you can do to try to better improve your life, because it's gone now. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. So all that strategizing and planning and shoulda, coulda, wouldas and this, that, and the third that you coulda did, it's no more. You know what I'm saying? Focus. Change your thought process. And stop letting the devil win by waking up every day and smoking and drinking because you can't handle your own mind. It's the devil's playground. People are still going to do it, so be it. I see it at the store. Every time I go to the store on the weekend, it's usually somebody in there buying hella bottles. You know what I'm saying? They about to get drunk as fuck tonight. And I be thinking to myself, that is why people are stuck in this lower mind frame, because You just can't handle the pressure. Niggas be thinking that shit is fun, you having a good time. Yeah, but what about when the good time is over? You feel me? That's really the real you for real. That good time you had while y'all was drinking is only because y'all have substances in y'all system. Real life is apart from that. I had to figure that out for myself. It took me a minute, but I got it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, my city is dangerous right now. And it's not the guns, or it's the people with the guns. You know what I'm saying? We've been so stuck in our minds for so long. And some people are making it out and have goals and dreams that we become spiteful and jealous. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people will, you know, take another person out solely because there's no in hell you ever gonna think you finna get in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Or just demons that they deal with on a daily, but you'll never know because they always got a bottle or a blunt in their hand. You know what I'm saying? But when shit got real and life got real and it got jeopardized, you feel me? You seen that other side of them come out and you like, hold on, now I'm in fear for my life. Let me get you before you get me. Listen, I'm not here for it. I don't play around. I'm cool, you feel me? I'm tucked off in the shadows by myself, you know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with it because it's dangerous out there right now. And people are pretend like they real, but just watch how they move. That'll tell you everything you need to know. The loudest in the room is the weakest in the room. I'm gonna say it one more time. The loudest in the room is the weakest in the room. Man, you don't know what it is? I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because it's important. People are dying left and right. And all that secret animosity and hate you had towards that person, what was the point? They dead now.